Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and welcome to another part of the final attack no damage runs. This time we are heading off to our fourth robot master, Earthman, which I guess you could say kind of looks like Groundman, or Grounder in this case, because he's got drills and all that other good stuff. So, speaking of Groundman, we also have Groundman's theme, and some of the enemies you expect to see, like the spines and the metars, because it's a construction-looking area. Also, this is a decent version of the Groundman theme. It's kind of a chill track, no real bells and whistles, but it gets things going. Anyway, some of the enemies you see are these Komodo dragons. Okay, they're probably moles and all that, but they're pretty annoying because they take 2 shots to kill, and they dig underground, and then the minute they hit underground, they try to snipe you. Those shockwave enemies, they send a shockwave every time they land back on the ground. Also, you saw kind of a little seesaw thing where it's kind of like what you expect in Starlight Zone, where you had to hit those seesaws so you can kind of catapult yourself. You don't have rush, so that kind of goes without saying. That was another green machine thing with... It shoots its metal claws at you in kind of a homing sense. At least, well, it's actually a short-ranged homing, so as long as you're far away, they won't hit you ever. But, yeah, there's also some death spikes, and there's a 1-up that I'm going to completely skip. So, real quickly, I'm going to go over a little profile on Earthman. A good point, he's hard-working. A bad point, he's hard-headed. Get all these hard jokes because you got all the rocks, because it looks like Hardman background and all that stuff. He likes striking oil and dislikes being rusty because, well, after a while when you dig for oil or an Earl Geyser and stuff, your stuff kind of starts to wear and tear. Also, there's kind of an Indiana Jones theme going with these boulders and whatever that Indiana Jones lion thing with dynamite is. I can't even tell what it is. I mean, it looks like it's Indiana Jones. At the same time, it looks like a lion or something. I don't know. We also have these eyeball traps, which I didn't mention, that open and close. This screen right here is very tricky. You have this shocker and this claw machine that you have to beware because you can dodge one, but it'll be hard to dodge the other. What I do is I try to hurry up and get to the top, take out the shockwave dude before he plows into me, and then take out the grounder with no problem. We have an underwater section because, well, it's the Earth, so I guess you can dig up water. You have these astrons, but they're not really astrons. They just kind of float around and kind of hover into you. And hello, 1-up. Good to see you. So, not a whole lot going on in this stage. It's definitely not my favorite. It might be my least favorite of the 8 because, I don't know, it almost feels like it's there, but at the same time it's not bad. There's no mini-boss. There are a lot of annoying enemies like those stupid Indiana Jones dynamite throwers that can snipe you if you don't kill them quickly enough or if you're not hustling fast enough, but we're pretty much right at the gate. And Earthman is kind of a unusual boss because, as you can see, the water is still in the boss corridor, so that means we get to fight Earthman underwater. Basically, kind of like how you would fight Bubble Man, maybe a couple other robot masters I'm not thinking of. Oh, and Tornado Man, he had spikes in the ceiling. But, as you can see, he has pretty much a strict pattern like most of the other robot masters in this game. He jumps from one side of the screen, kind of has a Gutsman effect where he shakes the ground and stuns you for a bit, but it's not too bad. He sends a giant boulder or rock forward, splits into several pieces, which always split in the same exact fashion. Then he shoots like 5 of these drills at you. Yeah, it looks like 5. But basically, he's not hard in the slightest, but you do have to time your jumps exactly right. Otherwise, you'll land on a drill, or you'll land onto the spikes, and that would absolutely suck. But yeah, that's 4 down, and with that we get the... trying to remember the name of the weapon. The speed drill. So next time we'll be going to Spearman stage, but in a bit we'll be going to the extras and outtakes, so I will see you for that one. Hey everyone, this is Tappers here again, and we're back at Earthman stage to show off some extras and other stuff. So we have the speed drill, and shooting it, you'll shoot out a tiny little drill, which doesn't pierce enemies, unfortunately, so no use getting by the Metars or Metals or whatever. As you can also see, is that it uses not much ammo. So it's basically one of those metal blade weapons that can... well, it's not the metal blade by any means, but it's a pretty nice weapon. Also, these gates, they hurt you. So that's one thing to take note. Also, you can shoot through walls and stuff. You can't hit these spine analog things, but oh well, what can you do? There is one other thing I want to show, and it's down here a ways, as soon as I get past Indiana Jones, which I absolutely don't like. No, actually I like Indiana Jones. I shouldn't say it. This boulder, if you get hit by it, it does a ton of damage, but it does not kill you outright, like the firewall and all the other stuff. So with that, that's it for the extras. And oh, actually, wait, there is one other thing I wanted to show. So remember the seasonal barrier? You can activate it. Now, if you use the weapon select, it goes away. However, if you activate it, go to the menu, and then select the speed drill, you can actually fire the speed drill while you're using the barrier. There's a couple other weapons that you can do this with, but I'll show that when it becomes relevant. So with that, that's it for the extras, so enjoy the outtakes. What few that there are.